Jay, and Harold, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Switch. Yes, we are back indeed, and I am joined by Mr. J once more. So we're going to be going into this second map. This is Mirage. This is the pick, I believe, of the Mongolians, and so they should be looking pretty strong, especially since that last showing on Cash. We shouldn't be seeing much discrepancies. This should be a pretty simple one for the Mongolians. Let's see if this is going to be as simple as we thought, or Jay, is this one going to be a little bit more complicated?
Well, actually, this is Threat's pick. Mongols actually managed to pick Cash in their in this best of two. So, I mean, after what we saw in that last map, I can't expect too much coming out of Threats, as once again they're starting on the T side. And for Mongols, like I said, I think I agree with the analysis there. This one should just be an easy 2-0, but for now, we'll just get straight into the action. 4 players pushing out towards the A side, trying to find whatever they can, and it will actually be 3 kills that go back towards the favor of, oh sorry, 4 kills that go to the favor of the CT. So just like that, it's cleaned up so easily by the Mongols. Threats showing no threat whatsoever in that pistol.
Yeah, not a massive surprise there. Mongols absolutely decimating that first round. And so, when I said at the beginning, it could go either way, potentially if Threats wake up. Probably not going to happen. Threats just don't seem to be on the same level currently as the Mongols, so yeah, I don't see this going anyway. Force buy does come in as there was no bomb plant, so they're going to be fully buying into this one, hoping for the plant over towards that A-bomb site, but again, Machine Gun playing up close with that UMP. He's going to be hoping to do some work. Nade goes in, a little bit of damage being dealt, so I should just soften them up. Melting the butter, preparing for his attack. He's pushed all the way into ramp, and so when they do push, this could be a troublesome affair. He's fallen back just a little bit, just going to sit in sandwich, wait for them to push on in, and this should be a pretty effective round. Flash goes in, Kaiser the first man to fall. Dobu going to find that first frag without Machine Gun, pops out 1, 2, looking for the third now. Oh, he has actually already found the third. Just looking to close this one out for himself. Machine Gun, he's going to get shut down. The CLB finds himself a 1 diag, but not too much more that can be done. The Mongols taking full control of this round so far, making sure nothing can go wrong for them. And this should be a pretty easy cleanup. Last kill going to come in from Dobu, and Mongols keeping 4 men alive there. Should be very happy with that performance.
Yep, 2 rounds, easy conversions coming through, and this third one should be no different for the Mongolian side. Threats, meanwhile, once again, just going to be the eco that comes through. Down to P250's Glocks, couple of flashbangs to work with, not too heavy on the investment side of things. And it looks like it's going to be the straight B rush, which at this point, what can you do when you are Threats in this particular position? They are going to stack all 5 players out towards apartments and make their way slowly up towards KB. Is going to be the man to hold it down along with Sugu. And this one just should be those 2 flashbangs going out between the sides, see what they can find. It will be the first frag that actually does come in good, like Triple P coming in from there. And it's just going to be KB that mows them all down. 3 kills, almost a 4th. But Kaiser is able to take him out of the action with his P250. 2 kills that go towards the Threat side, but still going to be a 2 versus 3, or 1 versus 3, as the grenade and no Kevlar is exactly a recipe for disaster for CLB. Kaiser also falls to a headshot. And Mongols, well, it was going to be a standard eco. They lost a couple of guys in that exchange, but they will find themselves the conversions.
Yeah, important to note there that 2 of them were UMP kills. Oh, sorry, 3 were UMP kills from KB. So building up a little bit of cash, giving himself a full buy plus 2k still in the bank. The Mongols looking very, very strong, putting up a brick wall in front of the Threats. And despite the Threats getting 2 kills, it's just not enough. The economy is booming for the Mongols, and this is the key round. Threats have to win it to try and get themselves back into this game. If they can't, over. NCL getting a bit aggressive with that AWP over towards middle. He's going to be pressured as there are 4 players trying to get themselves in, and he's still allowed to walk from underpass back into connector. They're allowing him to do that. That's really not too good. He needs to be shut down, pressured. Something needs to happen there, and he's going to find the opening frank because of it. 1 kill comes in. He's going to get shut down, but CLB jumped upon. Now there's no split coming in here. This is just an all attack from the connector. Machine Gun can concentrate over towards that area. Nade is going to come in onto him. No kill. Machine Gun almost allowed to slip away there, but he's not going to be able to. Dobu already slipped his way into ramp. Is going to find himself a frag, and so a 3 versus 2 will ensue. Tuskoo gets taken down. 2 versus 2 now. Actually looking a little bit more doable, but KB in from behind. Nade will go in to follow. No kill off the back of that, but split the defense. The bomb is down in the hands of Dobu. And I'm not sure why the push is still going towards B. This is very, very irregular. Not quite sure what they're hoping for here. They spotted out Stalker. The bomb is still on A. Do they know that, or is it just me?
I think they probably should know that. I mean, you can see that at all times if you're on a T side. So, for me, threats, why they're taking their time to decide what they're going to do, I have no idea. They're going over to B, then they're going over to mid, and now one's coming back towards T spawn. Kaiser's fallen, leaves Stalker on 27 HP in a 1 versus 2. Headshots are bust for the man. He's got to get this bomb down or find those kills, which in this case is more likely he's going to have to find the kills because both the players have themselves locked out. Pretty standard crossfire angles, 15 seconds. He can't afford to go slow, otherwise he's just going to have to save Molotov out towards default. Going to prompt that position, and Dobby's just there to peek out and take the kill. So it's going to be the 4th round pretty nicely in the hands of Mongols. At least threats have themselves damaged, but if it's anything like that last match, then well, hopefully, well, maybe not, sorry, excuse me, it's not going to be anything that Mongols will have anything to worry about here.
Such a splintered defense there. The threats just going everywhere. Wasting time, essentially, at the end of that round. And that's costing them a lot. They're going for a fast B play here. Tech 9s and Armor. They have around 2k in the bank. They should be able to buy up. There is even going to be an AWP coming out on Kishi. But they need to rethink what's going on here. I don't feel like they are too well versed in how Mirage works because they're just not playing that well. Tuzgu playing quite close in the apartments area. This nade is going to be devastating. Goes in. Damage is done. 2M forced to hold down. And although 1 kill will come in, no more should be found. It is just Wangyo, the last man alive, to try and do some damage here. He is playing close. That Tech 9 will find himself a kill. Tuzgu, but he can't find machine gun on the spin. So it's going to be 5-0. And 2 kills coming through is decent, but it's still not enough. Because money is aplenty on that Mongolian side. Threats just not putting up a fight.
Yep, 4-round loss bonus will now come to be for the T side. The AWPs are out in force. NCL with 1 for the Mongols. Threats will have 1 on Kaiser. And the question is, where are they going to play? It should just be the middle players. It looks like these AWPs are going to be dueling out to find who's going to get that pick. And the smoke does go out, so Kaiser's blocked off. At the same time, it's also going to be, well, nothing coming in for machine gun as well. 1-for-1 trade. CLB falls, and so does Sugu. And we're down to a 4-on-4. Wanga with his aggression is actually going to be able to take down machine gun. There's Katie with another trade once again. Mongols keeping threats at bay, but they have got themselves access towards the A side. But look at this, they've left the bomb back towards T-spawn, so their position here is just going to be so awkward. They've got to run all the way back through the A side, get the bomb and come back again. Fortunately, they're going to be able to get 2 picks. Now it's going to be onto NCL, but again, they're going to have to go and get this bomb some point. And now it's going to leave NCL with a perfect opportunity to pick up a kill, not going to land that shot. So threats will have themselves at least a man advantage, and also information on where the last CT player is. They're going to have to go ahead and try for at least first hit, or Wango can maybe take this kill here.
NCL will find himself 1 with that easy in hand, but the play's going back over towards 8, and a nice little position being held by Kishi here. He should be able to stop this rotation from coming in. So NCL's just walked on past him. He's baited this one. Kishi, for some reason, doesn't seem to know. NCL going to find the kill nonetheless. Kishi inadvertently played it perfectly there. Now it all comes down to a 1 versus 1 where it really shouldn't have been so. Stalker with 24 HP versus NCL on full and a Molotov. This is very, very dangerous. Stalker playing a position here. The timing's working out in his favor, but NCL closing in onto this bomb site. Stalker is working his way around perfectly. NCL, with his gun away, is going to get shut down. 1 round for the threats.
Yeah, just managed to miss that position back behind the boxes in that case. The danger box. Didn't realise there was anybody back behind that particular area. He thought he had it cleared, but in this case, it is all against him as he is able to find that final kill for Stalker. They will have themselves a round on the board finally for threats. Now, the question is, can they make anything work out of that? They have got themselves a UMP, so the economy is still going to be broken regardless, of course. 4 players going down in that last round is not a surprise whatsoever. Mongols with 5 rounds in their backs are going to have the AWP by, but threats are able to find that first kill already. NCL goes falling. Stugo is going to get sprayed on, but no damage does come in. And so far, well, it is going to be a nice start coming in from the threats lineup. The question is, are they going to encounter for any of the Mongol strategies? No, they're not. Well, actually, maybe they are. They're going to be able to trade, but once again, Machine Gun is back on the action, takes a kill and turns it back into a 3-on-3 situation.
Yeah, that bomb looking towards the B bomb site. As Wang Yo has pretty much cleared it out. He knows there's not too much in the way of defense. There is, of course, not machine gun, TheMongolZ over towards Short, who's now working his way back into the bomb site. Hopefully Wang Yo hasn't called this as clear, because it's not the AWP of Wang Yo moving in. Machine gun could be caught out here, and he will, so that's one frag going in the way, but TheMongolZ straight in with the refrag to equal this one back out, although he's low on just 15 HP. There's a flank coming in. Not sure how effective it's going to be, as there's no one playing over towards the kitchen area. Wang Yo needs to recover this bomb. With 2 players on Short, it could be rather dangerous. Moving forward is TheMongolZ. He's going to go down now, all on Dobu. 1 versus 2. He has got the bomb still in his sights, but it's a difficult round to win. He's going to find CLB and take him down, but Wang Yo straight in, trying to find the refrag. Unfortunately, not going to happen just yet, as Dobu isn't willing to give away this frag. Baiting out this play. 14 seconds remain. He knows that he's played this one perfectly. That's all that needed to be done. And Wang Yo now has to either find this frag or just stop peeking. Dobu, just stop. Just don't peek. Don't peek. Don't peek. Just don't do it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Don't do it. He's done it. Very nice play from Dobu to win the round. 6-1 on the board. All enemies defeated. And so the economy reset. But the economy is low.
Yeah, Wang Yo in particular, not looking too great. $550 after dying towards the end of that one. And not getting that kill successfully. They're actually going to drop an AK, actually, surprisingly. I'm very surprised that Threats will actually go for that particular investment in this round. I would have thought pistols, maybe a force buy with pistols, but not a full AK coming out on CLB. Others have the head armor as well. So, Quasi coming in for Threats. Going to be P250s, Tech 9 Raid Boss, a couple of flashbangs, a smoke, and a grenade out for Threats players. But other than that, not much to do. They are going to go, I think, try for an execution here. 1 smoke, going to be very weak, so they can only smoke out 1 position. And, well, by those things, not even going to go ahead and use it. CLB takes the first. It's going to be NCL there to trade with the AWP, but 2 kills come in with a UMP. KB's there to get 1 CLB, trying to trade, but he's not going to be able to do it effectively. He's in a 1 versus 4, and just not going to find anything. 7-1. Once again, a very similar scoreline to the first half of TheMongolZ. A 6-round deficit against Threats, 1 away from taking themselves a half victory here.
Yeah, getting closer and closer to the mark. Of course, 7 rounds on the board. And again, it's very reminiscent of the last game. We're not seeing too much going differently. Pistols out for the Threats. They have very little to play with. Machine gun with the UMP, looking to just farm some money into this. They're looking to go quick over towards that B-bomb site, but the Molotov going to completely push them out. A machine gun working in underpass, going to find them. 1 kill comes in. Now he just backs off. That's perfect. Not getting overly aggressive. TheMongolZ finds himself a free frag. Make that 2 free frags. The last man has to drop off, fall away. And CLB over towards A. He's gone. Where did he just go? Did machine gun just run past him? Oh my god, machine gun just ran past him. That's interesting.
Wow.
NCB holding in the middle. NCL even. It's all a shutdown.
8-1. It was going to be a standard eco, of course. Nothing that Threats could have done too much other than tried for a push onto site and get the bomb down. But not going to happen today. They are going to go in with a full-on force here. 5 AKs out. Full sets on a couple of different players. Double flash sets and a few smokes and grenades to work with individually. Excuse me. TheMongolZ have an AWP out for NCL as well. Machine gun of himself the UMP once again. So Threats technically do have the better buy, I guess you could say, but there's still, of course, that AWP on NCL to be dealing with, and he's already getting himself out the aggression towards the middle area. So Threats going to try to take middle control and get themselves out those options to go to connector or shore, whichever one they do, please. There's still 2 lurkers out towards the A site, and meanwhile, just Sugo's going absolutely ham with his M4. 2 kills for him, drops the bomb, gets the information, and even tag damage onto Kishi-san. 29 HP on him. It's going to be up to machine gun, and there he is, just to finish things off. 2 versus 4 situation. 2 players back towards the T-spawn, and then machine gun also wraps up a nice angle on them. Takes the first. Grenade out to the second. If not tag damage, he might just be pick out and finish him off right there. There we are, 3K. TheMongolZ
perfect.
just shut it down absolutely perfectly, like you said.
I mean, Stalker there needs to be moving faster. He needs to be taking that refrag. Of course, machine gun, he's a little bit stunned. He's just found the kill. He's trying to back off. Stalker needs to get in his face, get that frag. He would have found it. But it's not going to happen. So 9-1 on the board. Back onto the eco for the Threats, of course. Winning that 1 round. Well, it doesn't mean they put 1 on the board. It also means they reset themselves. And so the next 4 rounds, they have very little chance of finding themselves anything. So back onto the half bite. 2k in the bank to be able to buy into the next round. Of course, they have full round loss bonus now, which I think 3,400 quid every round. And CL taking the peak. I think he was spotted there, but he's going to be able to fall back pretty handedly. CLB does spot out a gun there, and he's going to be able to take down Machine Gun in return. But the play is still moving over towards that B-bomb site. CLB has basically lurked at A every single round so far, and not many of them he's done anything handy. This time, he's going to find that one frag and pick himself up an AK-47. Full rifles across the board, don't for the Mongols, so this should still be around going the way of that Mongolian side. Mid, somewhat under pressure, but not going to matter too much. Still, one-man advantage for the threats. Maybe they can convert that.
Minute to go, threats. Very little to work with, just pistols, AK. Once again, stacking themselves into B apartments is going to be the right play. Just try your best, see if you can get that economical advantage, if nothing else. But it will be KB there to shut down the first, shut down the second, try and shut down the third. He will find the headshot eventually, and now it is going to be the grenade damage. That should be able to clean up a couple of different players. 4K for him. Isn't going to be able to find that fifth CLB when he shut him down. And the kill will come in from Dobu from the backside. 10-1. Once again, a very similar story to what we've seen on Cash. Absolutely monster from the Mongolian side. Threats just unable to find anything whatsoever here on Mirage. Back in with the buy. Once again, eco buy, force buy, and then the AKs. Well, the question is, will they be able to find anything whatsoever against the Mongolian side here? They've had 1 round, 4-round loss bonus. And the Mongols will set themselves up once again in that same position, those same angles that they have been holding pretty much the entire matchup, and doing so well for it.
Yeah, Mongols really looking strong in this matchup. There's nothing that threats are putting to them that's giving them any smithereen of a challenge. We're not seeing much at all. You know, that's an underrated word, smithereen. You know, you used to hear it quite a lot, blown to smithereens. Not anymore. But you never know. A re-emergence of the word smithereen could be imminent. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't love that word? Do you love that word, Jay?
Oh yeah, I love the word. I think it was just more of a 90s thing or an early 2000s thing. Is the
That's a bit racist.
How is that a bit racist? I'm
I
talking
mean,
about time periods.
Come on. There's no need for that. They need to dig up those old skull and crossbones. Another phrase that hasn't been used for a while. Anyway, the push going over towards a bomb site, and it's going to be Dobu opening this one up. CLB trying to get some work done, but Dobu hiding under. And yesterday we saw someone get caught out for this. Their head just popped up. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen this time. Machine Gun into support will find the trade flag, and now CLB the last man alive. Machine Gun going to shut him down with a 2k so far. And that is 11 rounds on the board. This is looking disastrous.
Yeah. It is disastrous. I don't think there's much more you can say other than that. This is, I think, a lot worse than the last map, of course. 11-1. Threats haven't been able to find anything. And the best, they're probably looking for their pistol buffer once again. And well, even that's relatively unlikely. This T-side start strategy that they've taken has just not worked out for them. Of course, they did pick this map, so this was Mongol's pick to go to the CT side. And Threats now going to change the pace. Head over towards A very quickly. AWP onto NCL, takes the first. Kaiser's there, close range, takes him out. Mongols are actually caught off guard. They're actually going to go ahead and rotate. They've got themselves the 4-on-4. Bomb should go down, and Kaiser actually be able to take down Dubu. So for the first time in a very long time, it's going to be Threats with the massive advantage here. The bomb getting planted. Kaiser's down to 2 HP, so why are you going aggressive? Why are you trying to peek? Meanwhile, Stalker with the flashbang is going to pop his way on towards KB. Suga finally takes down Kaiser. And a 3 versus 2 will ensue. The war on 2 fronts in this case as Machine Guns coming in from Palace, takes down CLB. Sugo also coming in from the CT spawn area. Bombs planted. And they're going to go, smokes out right there. It's going to be Wango that peeks out and takes the headshot. The spray down does come in. A Machine Gun. Is he going to try and stick this defuse? I think he will. And Wango is going to try and find a spray. Are you for real? I thought for a second Machine Gun had it in the bag. Unfortunately, Wango was able to find that last shot in the end for a second round. Finally on the board for Threats.
Yeah, at least one more round in the bag. But still not the greatest buy. They will have the AWP. And the AK's up. Seems Kishi a little bit confused as to where his gun is, but he has found one. Of course, if Mongols win this, they're going to be looking at a 13-2 scoreline, 1 round more than they had last game. They did have some trouble closing out, but This game, they don't seem to be having any trouble doing anything. It was a nice round from Threats, but to see it consistent is unlikely. It was because there were 3 players over towards B, which left NCL all on his own over on A. There's going to be trouble. NCL still holding with that AWP. Looking towards mid, hoping someone's going to get aggressive, but it's Kaiser to open this one up. Machine gun goes down, and this means Stalker has to push. The Molotov was perfect. Dobu can't find a kill, and suddenly the Mongols are having trouble. They're actually struggling to find themselves rounds now. And trying to find those kills back into this one. NCL will try and do some work, and he will. He'll find himself one as Tazgu will find it double up. And KB coming in from mid to close down another. It's 2 versus 2, and KB in perfect position. They have to be watching that. Don't watch the same angle. Oh god, it's all over.
And just like that, Threats going to get shut down once again. Eco into the last round of the half here. Oh, well, forced by, I guess you could say, of course, you know, it would be the forced by coming in for the last round. AK once again, pistols to back it up. Kevlar, head armor, actually a decent amount of utility. I was expecting a lot less. 3 flashbangs, 3 smokes, and a Molotov to be using for this T side. And one will play out towards lurking. 4 players also stacking their way in towards Palace and T-Ramp. Let's try and hit up this A site. 1D, CLB misses the shot onto Machine Gun and gets himself away. Fortunately, the Tech9 does come in and they've got themselves an AWP to try and work with now. They're going to try hit up towards the A site and it can't land the shots onto Dubu. So suddenly this round starts working out very nicely. And the no-scope, the quick scope, excuse me, coming in. KB gets a kill. Back to a 3-on-2, a retake. That's still doable for Mongols if Threats manage to make a couple of missteps in their shots here. Deagle, can CLB land it? He's going to get tagged up through the firebox and more tag damage coming in from KB out towards the connected area. Takes down Kaiser 2-on-2. Doesn't account for Stalker, who takes the headshot, and now it's going to be all on Sugo in a 1 versus 2 to keep Mongols in this particular round here for the fuse over towards the danger box, spamming away and tapping away, but he's just not finding anything. And I think this might be a little bit too far. Tix goes aggressive on towards Stalker, can't take him down, and it will be Stalker that finds himself a 2K in the round. So Threats, well, they got themselves a pistol buffer at the most here, but it's still going to be a 12-3 scoreline. An eerily similar scoreline than what we saw over on Cash.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same, really, isn't it? I mean, different rounds being won, but at the end of the day, Threats are still in a very difficult position, and if Mongols win this, it's over. KB has himself a Tech9 with armor. He's the raid boss player. He needs to get in, get fast. And I don't see any problem with that. He's on 22 for 8 currently. That is a tremendous scoreline, and he should be pretty happy with that. Been farming kills all game, winning himself some great engagements. Wang Yo is going to have to go big here. He's going to spot out to Scoo, but he can't quite find the frag. There is a push coming in through mid, but mostly this is just a straight A play. Maybe getting aggressive. He could get caught out here. He needs to be careful. He's a very powerful player, and he's got a lot to play with, but he's going to get taken straight down. Wang Yo will find him. Refrag will come in from Machine Gun. The round that dropped him out, the Tech9, and here comes the flank. Dobu comes in, 1 frag down, and this round is over. 2 versus 4, post-plant situation. Pistol round, it's donezo. No kit to play with for CLB. I'm not sure quite what Dobu was going for there with the burst spray on, but either way, he's going to be going down. Machine Gun gets tapped up to Zgoo. Needs to be a little bit careful. I know they have basically won the round, but there is still a possibility. CLB, he's been spotted out. They know exactly what's going on here. He's been tagged up, and now he's going to be fragged up. That's it. End of the round, 13-3. And, I mean, let's be honest, it's the end of the series.
I think so too. I mean, Threats have proven themselves to come to life at the last second, but they've been unable to throw themselves together anything in these rounds. They're going to be Mongols that should be getting themselves their 2 conversion rounds, excuse me, up to 15-3. But I do want to highlight that this is exactly what separates these two teams apart. Mongols had a much better strategy, particularly in a Dobu out towards middle. He held back towards the underpass area, and once Threats had lost a couple of picks, once they had been down on the ropes, so to speak, he just came in, picked up some kills, and just from connector absolutely shut down most of the retake offensive that Threats could have had. And from there, it was going to be all Mongols unless they managed to land some serious headshots, which in this case they only one at most. And outside of that, it was just going to be the cleanup coming on through. Now, Stalker, his teammates have fallen around him. He finds a nice headshot at least, but a bomb plant coming in, a UMP in his hand, full head armor, no utility. It's probably just best to save here. He's not taking a single hit throughout this round and just trying not to go ahead and die here. We'll get challenged on, taking down KB, 19 HP. Damage done. Can he find Sugo? No, he's not going to find it. It's going to be 14-3. Easy cleanup for the Mongols. Losing a couple of players, but that's not damage that they're going to be sweating in this next round.
No, not at all. Just pistols out there. I'm going to force buy into this one to try and prevent the match point, but even if they did prevent it, this game is done. Head armors are out. CLB going to be on that CZ, and so at least the MAC-10 probably going to be pretty irrelevant in this one. There is a UMP to play with for Dobu and NCL. Quick play coming in through mid. NCL charges through. He seems to be unspotted and again unpunished. Finally, they'll take him down, but the push over towards that A bomb site seems to be pretty effective. Dobu and Machine Gun clearing it out and now holding onto the bomb site is exactly what they need to do. Nade goes in onto the connector. That's going to hold down Wang Yo for a little bit. Kaiser, the man to try and do some damage, but he's the only one that can see. He's not getting anything done. Wang Yo will close in, but 2 AK-47 still up. There is nothing that can be done here by threats to get themselves into this. Is just not going to happen. Machine Gun will take down CLB. Dobu closes down one, and Kaiser, the last man alive, just a technical 5-7 to play with. That's it. It's over.
15-3 threats. No money. Well, they have got money, but they're going to be trying their best to force their way into a fight against a full AK buy, which in this case, unlikely, once again, is the most underrated word you could use for it. I want to argue impossible for them. They haven't shown any sort of resilience against the Mongols in this series. And I think this one's going to be spelling all over GG for this CT side. 3 UMPs out already. Dobu's taking the first. Sugo is going to chime in onto Stalker as well. And now it's going to be 3 players left alive to keep threats in this matchup. CLB is held back towards the van. Molotov's away looking for a headshot. Is he going to find it? No. KB takes him down. Kaiser spraying manically in towards the market area. Gets taken down. Wang Yo, last man alive. 1 versus 5. This is all set and done. This is GG. This is over. Mongols will have themselves a 2-0 in this series. Even Wang Yo has thrown in the towel. There's no point in ecoing, my friend. You can hide behind that step all you want, but it will still be 16-3 against the threats side. Dobu, final kill. 2K for him, and Mongol